and welcome to the Mug Queen Mugcast. We have been away for a while. It's been pretty crazy. So today, myself and Fay,
woo!
Alright, say woo instead of hello, are going to just talk about stuff that's going on. So today we thought we'd actually talk about just like what's been going on, because it's been a crazy year, I think, but the last few months have been pretty crazy as well, haven't they? To be fair.
Yeah, quite a few changes going on. We've been to Canada.
We did go to Canada.
But now we're just down to 2.
I know. It is a bit weird.
It is weird because although you don't see what goes on behind the doors of Mud Queen HQ every day, there was a 3-way conversation going on with plans and what we're doing and things like that. And now it's stopped. We still talk to Lucy loads, but she's doing a master's in law now, so as well as her full-time job. So things just got really hectic for her. But hopefully we'll still see her at a race soon. But she's smashing Park Run and she's still very much about. And we wish her luck with her master's.
Indeed, I think she's very well suited to a master's in law.
Considering what she helped us with our trademark.
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. And I think she's going to do really, really well with that. She's a pretty driven lady.
But she has left us, which means Secret Santa's going to be a nightmare.
Hey, no, I don't think Secret Santa's going to be a nightmare. Obviously, Secret Santa opens on the 6th and isn't around that long. We won't be opening it up for any other time than when it closes, just because it gets crazy, because then all of a sudden you've got to try and match other people to other people.
Yeah, and previous years we have reopened it and changed dates and changed different things, but this year we're not. And like Joe says, it does open on the 6th and I'm going on holiday on the 11th. Nothing planned around that I was going to avoid Secret Santa time and leave it all to Joe.
But to be fair, I'm not actually dealing with it as such. I'll be hovering, but it's actually going to be my twin B, because she's really bloody organised. We always say that, like, you know, in the womb we got to pick things, and she picked all the good stuff, really. So she's fabulous. Organisation skills.
Don't put yourself down.
But do you know what I mean? Like, no, she's really organised and she loves Christmas, whereas I don't. So she's probably the next best person to take that on board, because she loves all that kind of Secret Santa stuff.
Yeah.
If she's in an office, she'll be the one that's sorting out that Secret Santa. So yeah, but it's going to be crazy. But it's so nice, because it's so nice to see people. I know that, you know, we don't encourage people to go on social media on Christmas Day, because that's for you, that's you time, you know, family, friends, whatever, or even if you like to whatever. But it's really nice to see all that, because you're essentially, for some people, giving away to a stranger and putting effort into just being kind.
Yeah, it was the previous years have just been amazing. It's really good, and I think a lot of us. I think being a woman, I watched Bad Mums yesterday, but being a woman, you do tend to spend so much effort in other people's gifts, and then sometimes you get a gift and don't think that someone's put as much effort in, whereas the Mud Queens, I think, put more effort into each other's gifts than they do.
I think as we speak, people have already thought, as they've gone shopping, about what they're going to buy their Mud Queen, even though they don't know who the Mud Queen is. Although I feel like we are going to keep the stipulation in there about unicorns. If you don't like unicorns, put it in there, which is what I will be doing, because I don't like unicorns.
But if I got you, I would on purpose send you so many unicorn things.
It's because you're a dick.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so Secret Santa's opening. Please, please, please make sure that you keep an eye out on that. We will post every day if we have to so that as many people get to see that it's open. But once it's closed, it is going to be closed, because it's not fair on B to have to then try and keep on top of every single person that is added after that. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leggings.
Oh, those.
So many pictures.
Oh my god! So it's always scary. I don't know if it's like this for you, but whenever we do something where we bring something out new, I always do get so nervous. I do. I literally, I'm like, they might not like this.
This legging thing has been going on for so long though, like behind the scenes, 4 months, would you say?
Yeah, probably.
So kind of 4 months we've had different ideas and looked at different things, and this would work and that wouldn't work, and then we wanted not a repeat pattern tile, and then we brought Fran in on it.
Yeah.
Fran
kind of saved.
She did save us from killing each other at one point.
Yeah.
And when there was 3 of us, there was always that person that would decide. And where there's 2 of you, you've both got different ideas. It doesn't always work. I think we called Emily Redding on one decision.
We
didn't
did. We literally
just because she was there at the time.
All of a sudden, a shadow came
like,
over, and
Emily.
She was sat down, and we both kind of just went up to her and were like, "Hello, Emily. You fancy choosing something?"
And we just sort of went with it. We just needed that. Yeah, but Fran's been amazing. I don't think we're the easiest people to work with.
But I don't know if it's the easiest, like saying that.
I am. I think that it's you that's quite hard to work with.
It is me. But I think it's because what some people don't understand is that when you bring stuff out, it's not just a thing that's out there. You've actually put your time and effort, your heart and your soul into these things. And so it is quite nervous because you want it to be right, but at the same time you want everybody else to like it, and obviously, what I like is not necessarily going to be what you like, which is why Emily Red was then all of a sudden our third player. But it is, I don't know, do you not get nervous when we put something out?
And even when we bought the Rumflex ones out originally, it was a massive thing on price point, so we really didn't want something at that. We wanted to be able to look at the bigger majority of the group and find something that was more affordable. Sadly, with things that are cheaper on the scale, they're just not the quality that we expect. We have looked at things that are cheaper. We've looked at all different types of stuff. But Tikiboo, you love Tikiboo.
I love how you say that, Tikiboo.
Yeah, but Mud Queens are Tikiboo mad.
Tikiboo.
It's Tikiboo. Tikiboo.
Tikiboo.
Oh, she's going to start picking on me already.
Anyway, but yeah, everybody loves them. You can't go wrong because everybody goes crazy if there's a sale or there's something new out. I mean, I know B has maybe like 4 or 5 pairs. It's a little bit ridiculous. So, do you know what though I love about Tikiboo is
Tikiboo
is that they've just introduced a student discount.
Have they?
Yeah, and do you know what? I'm a student, and I'm not exactly flush with cash, but not all of the you don't go to these like online shops like this, and there is student discounts.
Is it better than the Mud Queen discount?
Don't know, haven't looked.
Can we all use your student discount?
No, but yeah.
What is the discount for students?
I don't know. I haven't looked because there's no point.
Well,
because I'm poor.
But you're a student.
I'm poor. But the thing is, though, with Tikiboo, we know you love them. Shut up. We know you love them, and also they're squat proof, which is a major thing for all of us anyway. And I mean,
not always. If there's a fit guy behind you in the gym and you're squatting and wearing a thong, you know he's going to be checking out your butt.
But they're still squat proof.
Yeah, but if you didn't have squat proof, so squat proof isn't that important to everyone because some people want that man behind them to see their underwear.
Sure, and I'm not part of that party, but I mean, obviously, if you're going to put like
skins are the worst.
Are you going to put Wonder Woman behind me? Then by all means, I will wear non-squat proof legging or whatever just to get her interested. But no, I prefer not to know what people are wearing.
Okay.
generally speaking. But I think the response has been really good.
Yeah, really good.
And I know that it's not for everybody. The high-waisted is not for everybody. The long leggings are not for everybody. And
the
that's
drawstring in the high waist, that's been quite a topic.
Indeed.
So if you don't like the drawstring in the high waist, pull it out.
Just take it out. Yeah, just take it. B did.
I took mine out too.
I haven't yet, but that's because I'm lazy.
But some people do like the drawstring in there, and some people like the zip pocket on the back. So
hey, that was the best thing to do.
Well,
like,
yeah.
That was just like genius. That was a stroke of genius. Thank you very much, Tikiboo.
Yeah, and it was like the stitching on the outside.
The yellow stitching. Yeah.
The yellow stitching. I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah.
You and Fran liked it. It was another ah. But yeah, we finally got there.
Yeah.
And they're out. And we did want them in time for Canada, but they didn't come in time for Canada.
Which is a shame, but still.
I think I'd have ruined them, to be honest, if
Probably.
I'd have had them out there sliding down. But Canada was amazing.
Oh, do you know what? So I went last year and then immediately came back and was like, you have to go, you have to go, you have to go. Was it how I came back all excited and then you've gone out? What did you think?
I liked it. I didn't try poutine that I was meant to try.
Poutine.
Yeah, Margaret told me to try that. How do you say it?
Poutine.
Poutine,
Not
yeah.
poutine. I think that's something completely different.
Okay. It's like chips with cheese, curd and gravy.
Yes.
Didn't try that. But I did try the pitta pit, which was really nice.
Amazing.
And I didn't try that beaver tail either.
Beaver tail? Oh, okay, yeah. That's all right.
It's not actually a live beaver tail. It's some sort of cake thing, is it?
So it's basically a deep fried pancake, I think. I tried it, and yeah, it is what it is. But the pitta stop was like the staple of the whole of Canada. I think Subway should just bugger off, and pitta stop should.
Oh yeah, it's definitely much better than Subway.
Yeah.
The race itself, I don't know. I got kind of mixed feelings. I was in the Journeyman Wave. We set off far too late, in my opinion. The hills were big, but so was Spartan in Scotland. I enjoyed it. I ran with my friend Matt. The team event, really enjoyed that. Loved watching it. It was so close.
That was so ridiculous. Close.
Yeah, felt so sorry for James Appleton. Really sorry for him. He's an amazing guy. He did really well. John and Connor were brilliant. It was great to watch and just so close. And to be there in that atmosphere was brilliant.
Yeah.
Got far too drunk one night.
Ruined.
So did you. Yeah.
Ruined.
Very drunk. Was quite amusing, really.
Do you know what? Why it was amusing is because you've never seen me drunk.
You've never seen me drunk either.
And I've never seen you drunk.
We did kind of get a bit drunk when we went to Nottingham at Northampton. But not like that drunk, no.
Like that, but not
that drunk.
So what was because the Sunday night I promised that I would go out and have a drink because I don't really drink at all. And I did say I would have a drink, and apparently I was very much...
Well, no, we started drinking before we'd even planned to have a drink. Yes. We went to have a wander to get something. I can't remember what we went to get. And we ended up seeing... I can't remember who it was. And we ended up popping in the pub, and Jen Hogwood was in there, and...
you just end up. That's the thing about Canada is that you couldn't go anywhere
without bumping into
people and stopping, which was amazing because it was like I haven't seen you in so long, and it's in Canada that I see you next.
And you kind of talk to people that you don't normally talk to. I feel very sorry for Hattie because I don't normally talk to Hattie that much, but she got to talk to me when I was extremely drunk. So sorry, Hattie.
Yes, I was drunk, but do you know what? It was really cool because because there was two different bars going on, predominantly the Brits in the Irish bar, and then Rusty's was where all the music was happening. And I decided to go to where the music was happening and have a dance or try at least. And the people in there, they're just so easygoing. Even Hunter McIntyre was in there having a dance, messing around and stuff like that. So. Extremely drunk, ruined, I believe. I mean, I think I walked in to the house. Yes, I walked into the hotel, into our place, and was extremely pleased with myself. And you were extremely pleased with yourself.
I managed to take my boots off. I'd been trying for 10 minutes. I'd given myself a talking to that I could conquer taking my boots off, and I managed.
Well done. Yeah. And I even told you, well done.
I know.
I was extremely happy for you. But but the atmosphere and stuff, and that's what I loved about Canada, because I didn't race last year, and there was nothing about it that I was disappointed about not racing last year. I helped out with media again this year. I think that Margaret Schlachter did an amazing job. Like, she upped her game massively from last year.
Yeah,
Those
so many
live
people
shows,
that wasn't there could keep up to date with what was going on. I thought it come across really, really well. I liked sort of evening Q&A sessions as well. I thought they were really good. Everyone sort of knew what was going on. So,
I think the live shows were just brilliant, because I mean, she's going from the live show and then showing a video, and who knew you could do that on Facebook.
And by the time this podcast comes out, we'll know where the Worlds are going to be held next year. Any inkling?
I would like to say it's going to be closer to the home, but we'll see.
I think it's going to be quite close to my home.
Probably close to your home. I think by the time this comes out, it could be even closer to my home. We'll see. But I think Canada, it was very cool. All these different countries coming together. It just was a different vibe that you get from a normal race, wasn't it? Just from the average race and stuff like that. It was, the game is upped, and it was good fun. I would recommend anybody that wants to go to a World Championships to actually take the time to go. Mm-hmm. Because even if you don't race, I mean, I did the team event. I didn't keep my band. I didn't care. All I wanted to do was get on that the floating walls at the end, because that was my thing. Was doing the bouldering bit. But when you're waiting as well, what was awesome to see is the crowds cheering people on, and when they'd finally get over the wall, and the massive roar when someone would complete it, or complete like an obstacle that they've been trying over and over again. It was amazing, and we don't get that in an average race. Not really. I mean, kind of do, but not on the same scale. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Anyone you particularly like watching? I like watching Heather's team with Laura Hayward.
Yes, Heather Ratcliffe, Laura Hayward, and Natasha Mansell.
Yeah, that was just so good to watch. And the other one I really like watching was Danny, Ruth, and who else is in their team? Is it the Phoenix team? Because Ruth's tiny.
Yes,
she's so short, and she was so determined. And Danny, she'd obviously done the technical section, and her arms were so beaten. She literally was laying down on that wall with her legs hooked over the top, and she used her core to do a sit-up and pull herself over. I'm sure it was Danny, Ruth, and a guy they had in their team, but I'm not too sure on his name.
But do you know what, though? With Laura Hayward's team, I had someone randomly come up to me in Starbucks, an American woman, and was it Starbucks? And she literally was like, "Oh, you Brits are amazing. I watched the team doing the wall at the end," and she said, and the woman just grabbed her team member and just yanked her up like she was nothing. I mean, Heather's not exactly a 10-ton Tessie, like she is, like she's tiny, but Laura Hayward literally just she was hanging, and then
she just scooped her.
No, but it's not even that. She was hanging, and then it was like she was too far out, and they were going to use part of the side, so then she scooted across and kept hanging, and then obviously grabbed hold of Heather and just yanked her over, and it was like bloody hell, absolute beast. It was amazing.
Yeah, and obviously watching the guys do it, the first guys, like the mixed team and the UK team, they were brilliant to watch. Really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what would be nice though is, if we could go, last year we got to celebrate Connor, we got to celebrate John and James as well for the team event. but we also got to kind of celebrate Freya because she came in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
This year, there wasn't any females to rave about for the Brits. I would love to see a female Brit that we could rave about moving forward.
I think because the weather, I didn't really see a lot of the presentations because the weather was so rubbish, and they were at funny times of the day. Well, I think on the Saturday, they'd already done the presentations by the time I finished, and then on the Sunday it was absolutely pouring down, so I didn't get to watch them. But I think we've got some fantastic women coming through now.
It would be nice because I mean, all right. So yes, John Alban dominates the men's, and then you've got Lindsay Webster. But to be honest, I actually find watching the women pro really exciting because they're so much closer than the guys. The guys, there's always a bit of a gap. With the women, like Nicole Miracle won the 3K. And Lindsay Webster came second, and I think it was the other way around for the next part, for the 15K. But it always was really exciting because one would be in front of the other and then not, and then it just came down to the rig or something like that. And it's not as predictable as the men.
Yeah.
And I think they always, even with Spartan Championships, they always provide a really great thing to watch right at the end.
Yeah.
You can never call it.
I think that low rig threw a few of them as well, didn't it, up the top? But I think as well there was a lot of people saying that they didn't train for the rig, then the rig, then the rig, then the ropes, like so much upper body all in one go, you know, because you'll train a rig and then you'll go and do something else. Then where this was upper body, upper body, upper body. And people were just saying they had nothing left in their forearms, their grip strength had gone. And I was standing by the floating walls, like 'cause there was that net underneath, so you could watch people come through. And the amount of people that had the strength but just couldn't hang on anymore, you know. So was it too much?
I don't know. You could say it was too much, but then if the top 10 of the pros and stuff are doing it, then is it too much?
But was all the obstacles at the end? You know, like over here, you get moaned about like if there's too much running sections and too much this, too much that. Was it spaced out properly? Probably not.
But again, I think, but then that's where it comes down to. You're never going to get it right. There's always going to be someone that says there's too much running, or the obstacles are too close together, or it's too much upper body, or it's too much of this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens and what feedback they take on for next year. But I can't wait to see what happens and how they make it better for next year. So I really enjoyed it. I had such a good time. I think it was exactly what I needed. I laughed a lot with Rin as my Instagram tag team partner, Margaret, do you know what I mean? Fay, Ginger. It was absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. We laughed quite a lot, so you can't ask for more than that.
Particularly about snoring.
Oh, right, okay. So for some reason, whenever I sleep in the same room as someone, caveat here, Margaret has this weird like breathing thing when she goes to sleep. Fay, and I'm slightly jealous. Well, I'm not jealous. I'm envious of how Fay can go to sleep really quickly. And you know that she's gone to sleep really quickly because within 5 minutes, she's snoring. And she went, "How do you know I'm snoring?" And I was like, my sleep app picked up and recorded your snoring on about 5 different occasions and then proceeded to play it back to her. And that was the same every night. And I did ask you, have you always snored?
And my response was no. So Joe said, "Oh, when did you start snoring?" And my reply was... What was my reply?
What was your reply, Faye?
When I got fat. To this, Joe died in fits of hysterics for at least 15 minutes.
Couldn't control myself. couldn't.
I think it was that deliriously tiredness as well, didn't help. So, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it was
I don't really snore. I think she's lying, but...
I have the recordings.
Okay.
Anybody wants to listen to it, I have the recordings. But no, Canada was amazing, and...
Our leggings are amazing. And Secret Santa's launched next week. And next year.
Virtual run.
I know. When are we doing it?
So virtual run, because normally Ginger is the one that kind of takes over and helps us out in the virtual run, and we decided not to do anything before the end of the year because she had finally graduated from uni. Congratulations, she's now a doctor of chiropractic, and that's a long old slog, 5 years, and went straight into work.
Yeah.
And it was just too much for us to ask her to then come and do all of that as well. So we decided to postpone any virtual run for the rest of the year and wait until next year. So in the first couple of months, keep your eyes peeled because there will be a virtual run.
Yeah, and we've got some ideas already.
Yeah.
We haven't started picking our charities yet, or our charity, should I say. We've had some really good charities in the last couple of years, really enjoyed doing it. Trying to come up with something. I really enjoyed last year where people could choose the distance. So
I think it's going to be a little twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. It's not going to be just a generic run or what have you. But we'll
don't
see.
fear, you're not going to have to ride a unicorn.
You will not have to ride a unicorn. I mean, if you want to ride a unicorn, that's cool. We will happily see videos and pictures of that. It's not a problem. Maybe you could ride a unicorn park run.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, do you know what? Park run is... Hannah Perrin.
Hannah Perrin is a legend.
She is the park run queen. Whenever I have to send her something, I always end up putting extra initials on the end, like Dr. MQ... PR, park run queen, and whatever, because she goes on there, and every Sunday without fail she puts the map up of volunteers if the volunteers come forward and tell her all the runners.
It's exciting as well to know what park runs we haven't done, because now people are trying to pick off new venues and things like that, and it's great because especially this time of year as OCR quietens down, we found in the past that the page goes slightly quiet, or it turned into Dear MQ page, and I think that now we've found the balance with the two groups. I think it's great because those people that don't want to read Dear MQ are just reading the Mud Queen stuff, and the people that like the community feel and that we're here for everything get the benefit of that. So I'm really pleased. It was such a hard decision to cut to stop that side of the group, but then having Dear MQ, it's really picked up, it's supportive, it's a lovely group, so we've found that balance, which is brilliant. But yeah, park run this time of year, it seems so busy, and we seem to see more and more Mud Queens on the map each week. Hannah does a great job. I'm quite enjoying watching her training plan as well, because she's doing a half marathon, isn't she? So she sort of gets her thing the week before. So I'm quite enjoying following her journey. So if anyone wants to put their journey, if they're training for a marathon or something like that on there, that'd be great. And we haven't spoke about Ragnar Relay.
Oh my God, Ragnar Relay.
It was brilliant. It was so good. Team Mud Queens were awesome. We supported all the other teams. We high-fived people. We were definitely the happiest team out there. How it works is most teams had 2 vans. So they had runners 1 to 5 in one van and runner 6 to 10 in the next. So they didn't follow, they met at sort of the half or the quarter points, whereas we had all our runners in one van. We borrowed the nuclear van, James lent it to us, thanks for that,
and thank you very much, Kev, Ginger's husband, who literally drove the entire weekend,
and thanks to all the AA men that helped us on our journey.
And were very patient with us when we tried to guess their name or try and take pictures of them, so we could Instagram it and whatever.
Yeah.
It was an experience, but it was something I would like to do again.
Yeah, definitely.
And I tell you what, I did actually cry when I crossed the line for my last bit. Yeah, so the Seven Sisters.
Seven Sisters, yeah.
Because I ran that, and obviously I hadn't been running. I did not train for this. we were all tired because we didn't sleep because we were all in the van, and that's very difficult. You might get like half an hour of weird sleep and stuff. But yeah, I ran that on my own pretty much.
Well, we started off together, didn't we? 4 of us ran it.
Yeah. And then I was just like, look, guys, just go, leave me alone, let me get on with it. You know, if you're faster, you need to just go, because otherwise it's frustrating having to kind of just keep holding back. But no, I did. I was hot. I was so tired. I think by then I had removed my Mud Queen top again, and I got over the finish line, and people were waiting there, and I literally did. I just all of a sudden, like, yep, here comes a cry. It might have been slightly ugly. Just, yeah. And I was just like, oh my God, I did it.
See, there's so many things from that 48 hours, was it? Over 48 hours? Saturday morning till midnight Sunday, really.
Yeah.
We didn't get back till. And there's so many different experiences. I ran one section with Nicola Medhurst, and it was through, I love her too, it was through Dungeness, where the power station was, bleak as anything.
Yes.
And we didn't start till, was it 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, maybe?
It was dark because...
Yeah, it was, it must have been 4 in the morning we started, and it was a 9 miles, I think. And Nick didn't want to run on her own, and I couldn't sleep anyway. I said, I'll come with you. And we went, and we had the best time ever. And it took us like hours, but we were
what
going.
Happened? What happened on the beach?
Right, so we were going through this power station, and you don't really know whether you're lost or not. So we've gone round the back of this power station, then we've come to this pebble beach. So we've had to run like 2 miles over this pebbly beach that you couldn't run on. So we're walking along, and I've seen some shells. I thought, I'll pick them up for the girls. And then I found a lobster claw, so I've picked that up. Thought that's quite cool. So we're carry on going, and I said, Nick, I can't carry this lobster claw. It really smells. So I threw it away. And then about 15 minutes later, I went, Nick, I don't think it was that lobster claw that smelled. I think it's me. And she's just rolled around the floor laughing. But we spoke to sheep. We spoke to horses. You know, we saw the sunrise. We saw a lighthouse. It was a bonding time. Yeah. Then Seven Sisters with Emily. Emily ran with me on a night section as well. She was amazing.
Emily is just a machine, because she ran with me on a night section as well. And she actually said, I'm actually quite glad I ran with you, because that was pretty... It was dark. There was nothing. You didn't see anything. And then we got to back onto the beach, because you have to went back into kind of like houses and stuff. And then we were back on the beach and kind of running along, and we saw these lights, and we thought it was one of the boards. So Ragnar Relay, what they did is they put up these boards with like a flashing light on it, and we thought it was one of those boards. And I was like, I think my mind's playing tricks on me now, because I think it's moving. And we were getting closer to it, but I was like, I swear that's moving. Like, seriously. And you know, we're both saying, are we having some kind of collective, like... hallucination, yeah. And then it actually turned out to be another runner who was actually walking. And that's why we thought she had blue lights behind her and stuff like that. And she had flown over from the States. She had a virus or something. She'd come down with something, and she was like, no, I'm still determined to do this. And she just walked on, and we were like, wow, it's incredible. I ran through a beach town full of people, full of tourists. We're in a sports bra, which it's the weirdest thing, because all of a sudden you just get over it. And then people are staring at you, and you just get over it.
You're getting more used to this now. It used to be a massive thing, but I've seen you quite a lot doing it now.
Yeah.
Jo just started to get her kit off.
Yeah, but then Michelle Hollins did it.
Yes.
And I was really proud of her for doing that, because she kind of hesitated to do it. And I was like, dude, out of the 2 of us, she's had kids, and she's got a better looking body. Like, she's got a banging body.
She's done amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing. Her running.
And how cool was Karen stepping in at the last minute for us as
absolutely.
well. Karen Ticehurst, brilliant.
Ticehurst, she's a right little bomber, isn't she? But it was, and I think I'd love to do it again next year, but I think there's certain things that there's things that they really must improve upon. And one of those is directions, because, when, especially in the dark, when you don't know where you're going and you are a little bit more hesitant, it kind of, and also the pizza. Right at the end, you get a free pizza for your team. What was it?
8 slices.
8 slices for 10.
A team of 10.
8 slices for 10. Work that out.
To be fair, by that time I couldn't stay at the Portaloo long enough to have a slice of pizza. I had a serious case of runner's belly.
But it was good though. It was awesome. But I was absolutely done in.
And then we broke down again on the way home.
Yeah. Spirits high though. Spirits high.
Yeah.
By the end of that. And I had... And what was really difficult is that we broke down again and didn't get back. I ended up having to crash at Fay's because I actually was starting my masters the very next morning in Cambridge, and Fay lives in Kent, and I had to be there at 9 o'clock. So I started my postgrad the same way.
Let you have my bed.
No, she did. She let me have her bed, but I started my postgrad the same way I started my undergrad, which is walking in late to a room full of people. So yeah, it's actually been really cool this year, I think. Like, obviously Lucy leaving, that's really sad, but there's been some really good stuff to celebrate as well. Yep. We raised money for the Girls Out Loud. We ended up raising nearly £4,000.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't argue with that.
We've been nominated again for a running award.
Indeed we have.
You've got 5 minutes, go and vote for us.
What is it? The Running Awards, isn't it? TheRunningAwards.com or something.
I think so.
Yeah. But no, it has been, isn't it? And can you predict what's going to happen next year? Do you even want to predict what's going to happen next year?
No.
Kind of takes the fun out of it.
Right now, I'm pleased we've got the leggings right. I'm looking forward to Secret Centre, looking forward to Park Run, keep growing. Don't forget we've got a Strava group if you want to add yourself to that. That's looking good. Tell us what you want on the podcast. Tell us what you want. With the shop, girls, there's some really ridiculous requests, which, as much as they're funny, let's be realistic. If you come to us with something that's realistic, that there's enough people behind, we can look at it. But unfortunately, not everybody wants. What are some of the requests we've had? Horse blankets?
I'm sorry, Ginger, but you will not be getting your horse blanket.
Or a dog coat?
A dog coat? No.
No.
No. No.
No.
No.
No. No.
No.
Just no.
No.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
And
that's
year,
not even everything.
We're nearly at 3,000, aren't we now?
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Do you think we'll hit 3,000 for 2018?
2018? What,
next
before
year?
We hit 2018?
No, in 2018.
Oh, definitely. We only need not even 100.
Bloody hell.
I know.
It's a bit scary, isn't it?
3,000 crazy women's enough to scare anybody, I should think.
Oh, yes, and you're the craziest of them all.
And I survived in Canada with their language.
You did? Barely, with your putang.
I know, so I just hope that it's somewhere where we can get the lingo right next year.
I think you'll actually do better than I will.
With the language,
yeah,
probably.
I think you will.
Have you got any races booked for next year?
Actually, no. But do you know what I really want to do is I want to go back to where it all started and get a Spartan trifecta. Because I haven't done a Spartan in so long. And that's where it started for me, was Spartan. So I'd really like to get my trifecta next year. Will I race Worlds next year? Probably not, because I really enjoy just actually helping Margaret out and doing media and stuff like that, because to me that's actually quite fun. But I'd love to do Ragnar Relay again. Yeah,
I'd love to do Ragnar Relay again. And of course you're going to join the Epic Mud Queen group to do the marathon, are you?
Oh, right, yes. That little old Beachy Head one.
Beachy Head marathon.
Yeah. I'll think about that.
Okay, well, I've signed up.
Good.
Bear in mind I can't run at the moment.
Good.
I've got my MRI in December and I could be having my hips operated on before then. But I'm determined to walk this marathon in October.
Everybody needs a goal.
Exactly.
Everybody needs a goal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
if
not
anybody's...
even one someone could push me in a wheelchair around, is it?
No. I'm going to put you on someone's back. Oh, Emily will probably take you on her back.
To be
Actually,
fair,
I just want to say, at the time we're recording this, Emily's just heading out to Las Vegas for World's Toughest Mudder.
Yeah.
It was an absolute...
Who else is going? Louise Clifford?
Yep. I don't know. Not many people have been shouting too loudly about it.
Lisa Smith is going out. I think she flies out Monday.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else is going.
I'm not sure who else is going, but I know that I really loved watching, kind of monitoring Emily Red going round. And I know that Margaret Schlachter is going to be doing live feeds to tell us, who the front runners are. Tough Mudder will have their own commentary going on, which is a little bit more kind of slapstick, funny kind of stuff going on. So I think it's going to be great to watch. And I know that she's going out there with the goal to increase on her mileage from last year.
John Elwyn going?
Most likely.
Ryan Atkins is going because I've seen his training.
Yeah.
Should be a good event.
Always. It's fun to watch. I mean, they do some bloody good obstacles. Look at that.
I don't think I'd like to do some of them.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll watch from afar. Watch from afar and go, wow, that's awesome. But yeah, so no doubt we will be. We'll find out who all the Mud Queens are so that we can actually shout out loud about them and cheer them on as they go through. And hopefully Emily will do what she did last year, which is do a couple of updates because they're always quite amusing.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like, the JD team event for Christmas. And then that's kind of done.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It's been a crazy year.
Yep.
It's madness. But okay, so we have rattled on for long enough, I reckon. So yeah, let us know what you want to see or what you want to listen to and stuff like that, because we want to deliver content to you guys that you actually enjoy. Obviously, I know that, Fay provides a comedy. We can keep doing that. That's easy enough because that's just Fay being Fay. But yeah, so I think it kind of wraps it up there. Don't forget, Secret Santa's on the 6th. By the time this comes out, that will already be open. And then keep your ears on the ground for the virtual run in the new year. It's going to be awesome.
Are we doing one before Christmas or is this a happy Christmas?
We'll be doing one before Christmas.
Are we?
Yeah.
Will I be allowed on it?
Not sure yet.
Probably not.
Yeah. We'll see how many complaints we get.
Okay.
I love that. Okay.
All
right. So anyway, we will wrap it up there and have a good one, guys. And hope you enjoy it. Let us know because your feedback actually helps. So.
Happy Christmas from me.
Happy Christmas from Fay. Goodbye.